Some bred to hunt, to corral, to retrieve. Closer, closer still, your fingers move towards the end of the sheet, nearer and nearer to the cardboard where the story of time meets now. When your finger reaches that final centimetre, stop. Look closer and measure out 2 millimetres, almost a hair's breadth. This tiny fraction of the entire toilet roll is a preposterously small amount of time in the grand scheme of things, but that's when the dogs moved in. That's when, in many parts of the world, a great many millions of dogs were invited into our homes to live alongside us. Actually invited. When they were fed and watered. When they were taken for walks. The period in which their being a part of the family became standardised. The bit when they sat on request. When they sat on our laps as we watched TV. When they slept in our beds while we drank coffee on Saturdays. When they were trained. When they were provided with hospitals. When they became insurable items. When they became housemates. Friends, companions. Everything that defines our modern relationship with dogs, as you or I know it, happened in this final millimetre of human existence. Everything you and I know about the minds of dogs was discovered during this infinitesimal fleck of time. Imagine the secrets we have yet to discover about one another in the years to come. Introduction. Life is precious, they say. Life on Earth more so. That we live on a lively spinning sphere, revolving around a burning star with a name only we know, is staggering. That animals have evolved through a natural process without any upstairs planning in the least is too unlikely a concept for many to grasp. I sympathise sometimes. Life truly is too beautiful. Incredible, really. And the staggering thing about life on Earth is how life begets life. How animals make it their duty to bumble into one another, that their ways of life frequently combine with others, that there is predation, competition, nepotism, war, and peace, that the fortunes of one species can lead to the waxing and waning of another, that there is mutualism, where an organism works with another and both parties better their life chances as a result, such as the coral polyp that provides a safe space for photosynthetic algae to divide within for a rental fee paid in energetic return, or such as the pollinating midge and the tiny flowers of the cocoa plant. That there is commensalism in nature, where one species happily takes advantage of another at no cost to the other party, and parasitism, where the cost can be large. For me, as someone who has written about animals for more than 20 years, the delights of life are in the interactions between individuals and their species. That's where the stories are. And so, over the years, I have celebrated panda sex, charted the fossilised unions of extinct animals, watched in awe at stickleback trysts. I have counted the sexual games of toads and frogs, logged their bouts, the winners, the losers. I have been mother to hundreds of baby spiders threatened with extinction, releasing them into the wild as if they were 8-legged children leaving home for university. I have gazed upon microscope slides of mites that live on slugs and of slugs that live on slugs. I have seen bonobos having sex with, well, most things, prize-winning horses having sex for money and tiny rotifers not having sex for 50 million years or more. And, well, you get the idea. Throughout this period, there has been one relationship between species that blares out like a siren into the natural world, a siren I have found hard to ignore. It's a relationship unlike any other. I am referring, of course, to humanity's relationship with dogs. Almost everywhere there are humans on planet Earth, there are dogs. Strange canine interlopers who have found their way into our lives thousands of years ago and have yet to leave. They are the first animal that humans domesticated, beginning perhaps 30,000 years ago, yet they are so staggeringly different from other domesticated animals. For starters, in their once natural state, dogs are dangerous predators. Far from being relatively easy to confine, like chickens, dogs are wily, stealthy, and athletic. Crucially, dogs helped us connect with the wild in a way that our human senses do not allow. It was dogs' noses that first sensed dinner. When we hunted, it was their trail we followed. Never in the history of the universe has a sheep led a team of spear-clad hunters to a meal. And then there's the connection we feel with them. If you have picked up this book, you are likely to know this extraordinary connection too. Dogs are our friends in a way that most